In this video, I'm going to talk about selecting multiple items. Once you have selected at least one element, to add another element to a selection set, you just need to press the Control and select your other item. So in this example, I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to select this item here. I'm pressing Control. We can select a second item. Now, if you happen to select something that you don't wish to have, all you need to do is press the Shift and choose the item that you don't want, and that releases that from that control set. If we want to grab a group of items, we would click and drag a cursor to a window around the elements. Now in this option we have two methods of doing this. I'll zoom in a little closer to make it clearer, but if we were to zoom in and go from left to right, and we'll stop halfway through the middle of this fourth item here, PP2A, you can see that from going from left to right, all that is selected is everything within the inside of this window. Whereas if we go from right to left, you can see that the lines, the box is slightly different. It's dotted compared to a solid line, and also it will select any item that crosses that line. So in other words, we're picking up LP2B even though it's not within the box, similar to what we just had, like that. Another option for selecting multiple items is if we click on one item and right click, we can then have this command here, select all instances, and then we can apply either visible in view or in the entire project. If we click in view, then it will pick all that same type no matter which floor it's on in this view. If we do this and go select all instances entire project, it will also find everything with the entire project. Now, as an extra hint for selecting options, we have these commands down here. This particular one here, when toggled on and off, you can select linked drawings or Autodesk Revit models. When it is toggled off, you cannot select them when using the modify or move command. This next one is the Underlay Elements. When toggled on, you can select Underlay Elements. When toggled off, you cannot select them when using modify or move. The next one along is Pinned Elements. When toggled on, you can select pinned elements. When toggled off, you cannot select them when using modify or move. This next one is Elements by Face. When toggled on, you can select elements such as floors or walls in an elevation by selecting the interior face or selecting an edge. When toggled off, you can only select elements by selecting an edge. This one here, drag elements on selection. When toggled on, you can hover over an element, select it, and drag it to a new location. When toggled off, the crossing or box select mode starts when you press and drag, even if you are on top of an element. Once elements have been selected, they can still be dragged to a new location. This last one here is a filter. This refines items that you have, such as when we grab multiple ones. At the moment, this number here, number 6, means that these items that we've got currently selected, there's 6 of them. So it's telling us that we've got 6 of those items. Now if we go back and try and do this this selection here, we'll do a bit more this time. So we've got quite a number of things selected here. 11 items in total, as you can see from this number. But if we look on the ribbon, we can see this selection here, and this is where we will apply and look at the filter. Pressing this will give us a box to open up, and it's telling us that our total number selected 11 items. We've got 5 electrical equipment, 5 electrical equipment tags, and 1 space. So obviously this is the big blue area is the space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the equipment and 5 labels, 5 tags. If we want to just grab certain items, like just the electrical equipment itself, and we want to move it, we would check none and then just check the element that we want. Sometimes this can be full if you've got quite a number of items in your selection. This could be full down to the bottom, so it's quicker just to check none and just tag the one that you want. You can click apply, but otherwise just click OK. And now we have our just the items that we wanted to, instead of having to pick them individually, and then we can go ahead and move what we want accordingly.